I find your lack of faith disturbing. Luke, I am your father. That's not a very good, Here, I also have this that comes with the suit. It makes a much better breathing sound from Darth Vader. Hello everybody. It's Matthew here, and happy Halloween to you all. I hope you guys are having a happy Halloween, as a matter of fact, because so yes, since we're on the final day of October, and it is pretty much Halloween time. It now marks the end of the month, and it is time for me to give you guys my thoughts on everything that I watched that came out in the month of October, as a matter of fact. And I'm really excited to share with you guys on what I watched in the month of October, as a matter of fact. And let me know down below in the comment section what you guys are going to be for Halloween tonight, and also let me know your thoughts and opinions on what you watched in the month of October that came out, as a matter of fact. Because this probably wasn't the best month for movies, but I think we had a good enough run of movies here for me to say that this wasn't a bad month for movies, as a matter of fact. But so yeah, guys, that pretty much wraps up all that. And with all that out of the way, guys, be sure you hit that like button as well as that red subscribe button. But most importantly, make sure you press that notification bell so you don't miss anything in the future. And those of you guys that are new to the channel, I do more than just movies and TV. I also do Lego related stuff. I play video games. I do haul and unboxing videos. I do all sorts of stuff like that here on the channel. So if you guys like to watch anything like that on YouTube and want to show your support, be sure to go check out my channel, because there will definitely be something in there for you to enjoy, as a matter of fact. But with all that being said, though, guys, enjoy the video. Let's get started here. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is what I watched on streaming this month, and I only got through 2 movies on streaming this month, and the first one that I saw was The Parenting. Excuse me, sorry guys. I'm a little excited because it's Halloween, so bear with me here. So I watched The Parenting, and to be honest, I did not care for this movie at all, period. And for those of you guys that don't know what this movie is, this is like a horror comedy with Lisa Kudrow, Brian Cox, and there was one other famous actress in this movie. I can't remember her name right offhand, but anyway, so it's about these 2 guys. They're a couple, so they're lesbians, and their parents come over to stay with them, and then they rent a house in the middle, and then their parents come over to spend the night with them. And basically all this movie is just a bunch of corny jokes, and all it is just about these ghosts taunting them. There's nothing new or like great that like makes this movie stand out. This is actually an HBO Max original movie, so I don't know if you guys have. So for those of you guys that have not heard of it, but but yeah, this movie specifically, I just don't care for this movie at all whatsoever. This is easily one of the worst movies of the year so far, for me personally. And yeah, this was actually, I think this was actually the first thing that Lisa Kudrow has done in a while. And yeah, this was not a very good return to form for her, in my personal opinion. The second and final movie that I watched on streaming this month was the next movie that we had in the Twisted Childhood universe, as a matter of fact, and that was Bambi the Reckoning. So far we have gotten 4 movies in total in the Twisted Childhood universe, as a matter of fact, and I am really excited to see what they cook up next, because we have the Pinocchio Unstrung movie on the way. There's a Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey Part 3 that was announced, and then there was also the Pooniverse, where all of these figures come together as well. So yeah, this is. I think this movie is dumb fun, just like all the other movies in the Twisted Childhood universe. Like, so far, I think the only bad one is the Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare. So far, that's the only one in particular that I don't particularly care for in this universe. Okay, so now we're going into what I saw in the theater. As a matter of fact, I got through 4 movies this month, as a matter of fact, and the first one I went and saw was One Battle After Another. So I saw it at the beginning of this month because I wasn't able to watch it. I wasn't able to watch it in September when it came out. But yeah, I really enjoyed this movie for what it delivered. This is probably not one that's gonna make it in like my top 10 list, and it's probably one that I'm not gonna like own or anything. But I'd watch this movie again, even though that it's almost like a 3-hour movie, and I like the whole premise and the whole concept of this movie. I just like the whole concept of these people that are terrorists, and then Leonardo DiCaprio has a baby, and then she gets kidnapped, and then he has to go and rescue her, as a matter of fact. So yeah, decent concept right there. I really enjoyed this movie, and yeah, this movie I hope is a good. I hope this movie is considered an award season contender, because yeah, it might be, but what I'm also hoping that will get nominated for an award season, and I want him to get nominated for Best Actor, and that is The Smashing Machine. So now, I like this movie far better than One Battle After Another. Like, I asked my mom to take me to go see this movie, and she went with me. So she went with me, and she actually didn't think that this movie was too bad. This is not her kind of movie, about like boxers and wrestlers and stuff like that, but she normally watches anything that The Rock is in, and this is like the very first time that we ever see The Rock in a traumatic performance, and I think he did a great job in this movie, and I am praying that he will get nominated for Best Actor, because this movie was amazing. This movie will likely end up in my top 10 at the end of this year, because this movie deserves much more love, as a matter of fact, than it has already gotten. If you guys have not seen The Smashing Machine yet, I would recommend you watch it, because it's pretty great, as a matter of fact. the second to last movie I watched that came out in the month of October was Tron Ares. So part of me was thinking that I was going to do a ranking of all three of these movies. I was thinking about it, but then I chose not to do a ranking of all three of these movies because I actually really enjoyed all of these movies the same, because the first Tron movie really good, a very good, enjoyable sci-fi movie for its time. Tron Legacy, great sequel, and then Tron Ares is probably the most dumb fun out of all of them. I actually really like the concept of them, like bringing like people that were created in the game into the real world. Like, I really liked that whole concept when it came to Tron. I'm not the biggest fan of Jared Leto, but I think he did a pretty good job in this movie for what he delivered, as a matter of fact. And yeah, and we have Jeff Bridges returning in this movie. He's in all three of them because he plays the creator of the game. And yeah, this was actually a pretty good movie overall, as a matter of fact. But the last and final movie I have to talk about for this video, guys, is the Black Phone 2. So I know a lot of people really enjoyed the first Black Phone, and I actually watched the first Black Phone a while back ago, and I didn't care for it the first time that I watched it, but then I gave it a rewatch because a lot of people had big anticipations for the Black Phone 2, so I gave the first one another watch to see if I liked it, and I actually liked it much better the first time that I watched it. So yeah, the first movie was pretty good. It wasn't like a god tier horror movie for me personally, but I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. I thought it was a good movie overall, though. But then the sequel, I liked what they delivered with the Black Phone 2. I would say I probably prefer this movie by a hair, because because I don't want to give anything away because it's a sequel, and I know that there was fans of the first Black Phone, but the concept of this movie is completely different compared to the first one. And I really enjoyed this movie. I thought that this was a great sequel. A lot of people thought the Black Phone didn't really need a sequel, but I actually thought that this was a pretty good sequel, and it was a good solid follow-up to the first movie. And they might even find a concept to do the Black Phone 3, as a matter of fact. But with all that out of the way, guys, that pretty much wraps up what I watched in the month of October, as a matter of fact. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, as a matter of fact. And yes, in case you guys could not have told already, I am going to be Darth Vader this Halloween, and I also got to get off here in a couple of seconds, because I'm heading over to my cousin's house on for this Halloween, and hanging out with them and handing out candy, as a matter of fact. But so yeah, guys, that pretty much wraps up this video. As a matter of fact, be sure you hit that like button as well as that red subscribe button, but most importantly, make sure you press that notification bell so you don't miss anything in the future. But without any further ado, guys, I'm gonna go bring you back to more videos, so be sure you take care of yourselves, drink water, and stay safe, and I will see you all in the very next video. Bye!